The Democrats' worst enemy are the Democrats. Not only are they divided and fighting amongst themselves, but they're alienating their best chances at getting key witnesses, key testimony, any new evidence in the Senate trial by alienating those that could help. Let's read this. I know, impeachment fatigue syndrome. The last bit of this title says it all. Impeachment backfire. Key GOP senator offended by Nadler charge. As trial tests patience and stamina. Patience and stamina, yes. In fact, even CBS, they're not reporting it anymore. They've gone to regular programming. CBS isn't covering it anymore. House Democrats' handling of the Trump impeachment to date may be turning off Republicans, notably those seen as possible defectors in a final vote. It absolutely is. Absolutely, it's turning them off. And Nadler's statement, which we're going to read here in a second, is a key example of why you need these people on your side, and you're going to totally alienate them and broad blanket accuse them of stuff. I mean, just keep your mouth shut. Good Lord. You do your cause more harm than good. The first sign of a backlash among that critical group came Wednesday when Senator Lisa Murkowski, a moderate member of the conference, said she was offended by House Manager Gerald Nadler's assertion that GOP members voting against allowing new testimony and evidence were engaged in a cover-up. In fact, he called it a treacherous vote. Treachery. Treachery. Oh, please, won't somebody think of the children? I know. I took it as offensive, she told reporters Wednesday. As one who is listening attentively and working hard to get a fair process, I was offended. And I would be too. If I was sitting there and I was whatever side, party side, it doesn't matter. But I was bipartisan, I was truly into the evidence, and I wanted fact, and I was going to vote fairly, and someone came up and said, you are all treacherous individuals who are voting against this and that and this and that, and think of the children and this and that, I would be offended too. I'd be like, well, wait a second, what the heck, man? You're alienating the people you need, Nadler. This is what he said. Nadler's opening statement, which led to U.S. Chief Justice John Roberts admonishing those in the chamber. And yes, Roberts did a good job of admonishing both sides, but it really did kind of clearly seem like he was focusing on the Democrats, but that he was trying to show that he was being nonpartisan. But accused Republican senators of voting for a cover-up, voting to deny witnesses, an absolutely indefensible vote. Obviously a treacherous vote. Obviously, yes, obviously to your side. Like I always say, every side, the individuals on that side, it's obviously the other side that are the bad guys. They are obviously the good guys. We are all obviously the heroes in our own movie, right? It's human nature. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. That's why we discuss things, to get bad opinions out, right? Murkowski's complaint about Nadler's remarks is particularly noteworthy, as she is among the small group of Republican senators seen as a possible swing vote on impeachment and a possible supporter of allowing more witness testimony later on in the trial. Yeah. And the Democrats just can't stop gaffing it. Starts at the beginning with Schiff saying and reading on to congressional record, that we're going to hear Donald Trump saying this, and we didn't hear. Then they come out with, you're going to be getting these charges for Trump, and we don't get them. Then they say, well, anybody that votes against the way we want them to vote is obviously voting treacherously. Yes. Okay. According to whose opinion? But Murkowski is not alone. Senator Josh Hawley on Wednesday said Democrats took a huge step backward in their opening. I mean, that's an extraordinary thing to say on the floor of the United States Senate, the middle of the trial, and that's what drew the rebuke, and rightly so, Hawley told reporters. I can tell you there was an open gasping on the Senate floor when Nadler was saying these things. I mean, it's really, really extraordinary. Yeah, it is. He added, if the goal was to persuade, they took a huge step backwards last night. And yes, they did. A huge step. Democrats, you're discombobulated, you're all over the place, you're not united, You're losing the central base, and that center moderate vote is uber important in this election. It's important in every election, but especially in this election. And Democrats, you're losing it. You're losing it. Give us a moderate Democrat. Give us a moderate Democrat. But those are my views. Your opinions and your views and your comments are most welcome. I will see you guys on the next one.